You ready? My coach, Barbara H. Smith. Why did I hire her? Because she's the best.
Barbara H. Smith is a powerhouse. She just walks in the room and grabs your attention, and she does that in a way that just makes you feel loved and like she's paying attention to you. She cares about you, and she wants to see you be your best self.
She was able to dig inside and find the passion that was deep within me.
Barbara's energy is one of the reasons that I had to have her as my coach. I love the way she is real with people.
The reason I felt like I needed a coach was because I have some big goals and I needed to build my confidence. I knew that Barbara could help me do that.
I felt that I could trust her.
I would definitely recommend to get coaching from Barbara H. Smith if you feel like you need to level up your confidence. She would just help you feel like bold, like you can take on the world.
She has really shown me who I am. She has changed my mindset to a place that I know that I am more powerful today than I would have ever been if I had never met Barbara Smith.
Helps when you turn your mic on. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. So exceptionally excited today again. Yes, I'm always excited on Thursday because I get to see you out there. Thank you for showing up for the Empowering You show. And now I'm going to bring up my specially talented, sensational co-host, Shani Smith.
Hello, everybody. Listen. I want to say right off the bat that I am so excited to be here. And I don't just mean here on the show. I mean here in this world, on this earth today. I'm so excited that I was on the wake-up call today because everybody wasn't.
Yeah, say that again.
And I'm excited to be living, not existing.
And breathing.
So I'm excited about this. I'm learning to enjoy the highs, the lows, and take them all, take the good with the bad, because it can't rain all the time. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and
so much.
Starting our day with gratefulness helps us to remember that there's always another way. There's always a different situation. There's always a different outcome that could be. But anyway, let's talk about what's going on in the life and times of the VHS organization and how we are helping and empowering others. Before I do that, what do you want to talk about, Shani? I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Oh my gosh. So if I could do a cartwheel, I swear right now I would do one, because what I'm about to say to the world, that means that puts me on the hook. That makes me accountable. I am about to embark on the Empowering You, It's Your Time anthology project. That's right. I am one of the 10 authors, one of the 10 international authors as a part of this project. Wow. Can I just scream real quick?
Go ahead and get it out while you can.
Get it out. Because we all have a story to tell.
Yes, we do.
Know how it's going to impact someone else.
Yes. And it impacts not just you, but families for all over the place. I want you to know that family is out there. Thank you so much. Tori and Coppage is out there. That's my son, my young son. Thank you so much. And thank you for the congratulations. And Shani is one of the 10, like she said, authors.
Yes.
And so before we go to that, I want to talk to you about your passion. If you are in a place in your life, Shani just told you how we need to be grateful just to wake up. But if you're in a place in your life and you are stuck, I want you to pick up a resource to get unstuck. Maybe you can't be here with us in the flesh, but there are resources out there. And one of them in particular is something that was written by moi. And I want to just read just a little bit to you of this book, because you need this book. You also need a plan. If you don't have a plan for your life, you need this book. If you're stuck in a position where they don't appreciate you and you don't know how to get to the next level, you need this book. If you have everything you think you want, but you're still not satisfied deep down within, you need this book. And so on page 65, I'm just going to read a little bit to you. Why do we need a plan? Imagine that you woke up this morning and decided to go on a long trip. Would you just jump in your car and get on your way on the road somewhere without a clear destination? Probably not.
Probably not.
You would prepare. You would plan. Where are you going? Are you driving? Are you flying? Are you boating? How long will it take? Do you need to bring food with you? All of these things are considerations, plans that you need to address before you start your journey. So what are the benefits of planning your journey? A plan gives you A, self-awareness. It involves allowing yourself to be reflective. I'm going to stop right there and pause. We are so busy that we don't take time to pause and breathe. Enter Shani Smith. It took her a moment to pause and breathe. And tell the audience, Shani, this past weekend you paused and breathed and did what?
I really just allowed myself to be me and kind of really figure things out. Just a quick little trip to the beach. It actually, quite naturally, was chilly and a little rainy. So I actually didn't even go to the beach. But just a second to say, what am I doing here? Why have things unfolded the way they have? And it was the most eye-opening experience. So that when I went to an information session about this new anthology project, it was as if bells went off. Because when I write this story, my story of triumph, it is for everyone else. But the healing that's going to happen for me, I'm not about to let you make me cry right now either. But the healing that is going to come with that, just taking that pause just for a second. We like to think that self-care is going to get your nails done and going to get a pedicure. But if you don't kill the noise and just sit and listen for a second,
huge.
You miss it because it's so easy to get distracted and pick up on the next thing. You know, someone will say, hey, did you see the new show? And then you want to binge watch it. Like, no, I don't have time for that. I need to just sit and listen. And what am I here for? What's going to be in my dash?
Right. And here's the thing. We don't get to do that unless we stop. You know, social media, phone calls, email, unless we stop and listen to that reflection of our lives. Yeah. My son's out there and he said, it's the Smith sisters. Yes, it is the Smith sisters. And you better preach right there. He says, you better preach right there. Yes.
I mean, it's so true. You think about I don't know how long it's been since we had phones, cell phones rather.
Right.
Am I telling my age? Because I'm only 28. But we're going to say we go back to that time. What are you looking like that for? You know I'm 28. We go back to a time when people couldn't get to you. Like I have to really focus and make myself say, I don't have to answer it.
I don't have to answer.
I don't have to answer this email right now. I can set aside a time for answering the phone, a time for answering emails. Because if I give it all away, I have nothing left.
Right.
I can't pour from an empty cup.
That's right. And I remember you talked about going back. Let's go back just for a moment. I remember when I really am telling my age. When call waiting first came out. And I said to my mother, Mom, you can just press the button and then get your new phone call that's coming in. There's call waiting now. She says, I already have call waiting. I said, no, you don't. You don't know how to do it. She said, yes, I do. I said, no, you don't. She said, yes, I do. When I'm on a phone call, they waiting.
She's so right though. So how do you decide who's priority? You know, we really have to stop.
Yes.
We have to come back.
Yes.
And take our power back. That really gives us our power back.
Yes, and what else is in this book? It says the next step to benefits of planning is that you get a strategy. You get a strategy which helps eliminate surprises. You know, though that strategy that Shani just spoke of, put the phone down for a certain amount of time. You know, as a business owner, it is imperative that I put my phone on mute off till at least 3 hours in the morning. And people try to reach me and the phone's binging and pinging, and every time it rings or every time it pings, I'm looking over, I'm easily distracted, and so I'm not fulfilling the strategy and plan that I had for that day. Number 3, or letter C, it's improved productivity. It goes back to, let's just say, what I just talked about, the travel example. Planning the trip improves productivity. So using that example of planning a trip, just imagine you jumped in your car, you didn't know where you were going, and you just went anywhere. The GPS is not going to go just anywhere. The GPS, if you're following it, is asking you for a destination. So why, if the GPS is asking you for a destination, you're not helping to decide what your destination is? GPS, you might say global positioning system. GPS, I say, is God's positioning system. He already has a plan for you. Jeremiah 29:11. He knows what the plan is. It's us that got to figure the plan out. And then you get targeted problem solving according to the book and better focus. Focus is an issue for many of us. And just like Shani just said, focus. If you don't focus in on what you need, if you don't focus in as a business owner on your target market, if you don't focus in on where you're going, you know, you can end up anywhere.
My grandmother would always say, if you're not thinking for yourself, somebody be thinking for you. So
and that right there is a problem.
Who do you want driving? I'm just saying.
That right there is a problem.
It
so
is.
That's just one of the tips in the Speak Coach Train strategies to discover your passion. It is not about being a speaker. It is not about being a coach. It is not about being a trainer. It is about finding the thing that you want to do. I talk about how I found myself. For all of you out there who are brilliant and figured out at 3 years old what you wanted to be, kudos to you. But there's so many people just like me who are still walking around in this world and not knowing who they are. I love that too, Betty. That tip about the phone, turn it off for a minute, especially when you have something serious that you're working on, something that takes concerted effort, something that takes concentration, something that takes focus. Turn off the phone. I made a joke in women's ministry. I'm leader of, I am honored to serve as leader of the women's ministry of my church. And I made a joke, but it funny, not funny, as you would say, Shani. I said, we are so attached to our technology that I'm going to ask in the room, what would you do if you left the house and forgot your cell phone? And almost in unanimous voice, they said, go back and get it. Like, duh.
You're lost without it almost, you know? You can't even, I don't know, passwords, payments. You're lost without it.
And it's by design. The enemy wants us distracted so that we can't get to our God-given purpose. So we have to take control. We have to take control of ourselves, our lives, our time, because we can use time like money. But when people say time is money, no, time is not money. You can spend time. You can spend money. You can waste time. Yeah, you can waste money. You can earn money, but you can't earn no more time.
No.
So time is not money. It's not equal. Time is not money. Okay, so having said that, our next project, Shani is one of the 10 authors. We are in phase 3 of the author gathering writing process. Phase 1 was the informational call on this past Saturday,
which I was on.
Yes, and let me talk some about strategy for that. So I'm giving you the behind the scenes of what's happened. I knew for this project, we needed only 10 authors. It's a numbers game. I invited 131, get it, 131 people to get the information. A total of 20 people signed up for the information. 15 people showed up on the call, and 10 people were interviewed and now are authors of Empowering You. This is your life. Okay. We know that business is about numbers. And so again, if you're out there and you want to do anything with your business, look at the numbers. Mm-hmm. I was one of those who was just round and round, like no destination, just like no destination. How do you get there? It's all about the numbers. What's your take, Shani?
First of all, I have to like stop smiling like a Cheshire cat about this whole thing. But it totally is. If you think about it with anything, if you want to even take business out of it, if we're talking about just life, if you need to have X amount of people show up to, we'll just say like a baby shower, everybody's not coming. Everybody's not coming to your wedding. If you need to fill up certain seats, you have to play this numbers game. And it's not even so much about playing, but you also know that there are people who, it's going back to the project, you know that there are people who want to tell their story, or so they think. And they're not really ready to be their authentic, transparent self.
Right.
Maybe they're having some issues with imposter syndrome, which is happening to many people because of social media.
Right.
How much do I tell? They don't need to know all my business.
Right.
But the more you do that, you just keep yourself stuck. Because there's some healing that's coming out of this, out of you coming out and telling your truth.
Right.
I feel like I'm on the pulpit. But there's something in that. So until you're ready to tell the truth and be your authentic self, how are you going to grow? That's going back to the GPS even. How am I going to get where I'm going if I'm not willing to say where I'm at?
Right. And here's the thing. If it's sensitive information, there are ways to still tell your story, get to the heart of it on paper. And what I love is the story is not about you, meaning it's not for you. Toria said, get the collection plate, I'll wait.
Well, you.
That was so good. Yeah, so it's going to touch so many lives. This book, Empowering You, It's Your Time, is a story of struggle. 10 ladies who struggled, yet overcame. And what they did to get to their next. Mm-hmm. It's going to help them become an international author as soon as it's printed. Why? Oh, you might say because I'm an international author.
No.
You might say because I go to Kenya, which is an international country, continent. No. It's because included in this book is a woman from Nairobi, Kenya. Winnie Joy is in this book. And her story, not just impactful, it's insightful, it's exciting, it's energizing, and it's going to help so many people. Every woman in this book is a powerhouse on their own, standing by themselves. And they just needed a little nudge to get them to write down forever. Mm-hmm. Did you hear me? Once it's written down on black and white paper, in black and white on paper, it is legacy for generations to come. They're leaving a place in their dash on the map. And there will be people that come from miles around. You won't even be able to meet them. You would never have met them, Shani, and they are going to be impacted by your story.
conservative.
Because you know what I say at the end of the show, it's your time.
It's your time.
Time for what? To step into your greatness, because truly the world is waiting for you. Truly. There's somebody out there. Dr. West said this once, and I never forgot it. We are all tuning forks. And if you know anything about a tuning fork, when you strike it on a surface, it vibrates. And so their story, my story, might not vibrate with the next person, the person next to me, the person in the next state, the person in the next country. But what if Shani Smith's story does?
Right.
What if Winnie's story does? What if Ella's story does? Everybody is on a frequency. Your frequency may not be my frequency. And somebody else's frequency may not be Shani's frequency. But every story in here is going to resonate with somebody. And that's so powerful. That is so, so powerful. So it's not about, yes, it's about the author writing the story, but it's not all about that. It's about what lives we're going to impact. Mm-hmm. And that to me is so exciting and energizing. And I can't wait till we get down the road where we're marketing this book and seeing the impact once it's published on the people who we're exposing to the world.
I know. I mean, I am just elated. Again, I'm not trying to mess up my makeup. I swear I'm not going to mess my makeup up. But I'm just so excited because it really is my time in so many different areas. I mean, I just lost my mom. Yes. So like, wow. So now I'm not a caregiver. You know.
And how long were you a caregiver?
What does that look like? 7 years. What does that look like? So what does it look like to even be a caregiver, a business owner, a director of operations, a 9-to-5, somebody's mama, somebody's wife, you know? So, you know, we wear so many hats, we do so much juggling, and then we say, you know, wait a minute. Okay, the people in my immediate circle, yes, they love me. Yes, they will miss me. But I have so much more to give.
Right.
So I'm ready to give it.
I know that's right. Well, right now,
Torian, I will send you my Cash App later so that you can get something in
the Torian, Shani says she's going to send you her Cash App. You would have a smart answer for that. Trust me, but I tell you.
I already know.
And speaking of my son, I want to say Happy Father's Day in advance, because this Sunday is Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, anybody who is stepping up to the plate and being the dad they should be, I love it, and I wish you the happiest of Father's Days. I saw a clip this morning. I think it was on TikTok. Real quickly, I checked that out for a few minutes. I always want to have something else to talk about. And there was a comedian on there. I think Torian sent it to me actually. That said, Father's Day is the worst holiday. And I thought, how can you say that? He said, well, Mother's Day in the scheme of holidays, ranking in the scheme of holidays, is second, only next to Christmas, which is number one. So you got Jesus, and then you got mothers. And then Father's Day comes down around ranking in like number 64. Like after Columbus Day.
Right, because you can't get into a restaurant on Mother's Day, but you can pretty much go everywhere on Father's Day, right? In fact, we usually want them to grill.
So I want to shout out fathers. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Betty. Evangelist Betty Copeland is out there. Thank you out there for saying Happy Father's Day. 20 ranks number 20.
Okay, thank you, Tori. Thank you.
So it's good to recognize our fathers. My father is now gone, and I probably have a clip on Father's Day of him and I having a conversation, or him and the family having a conversation, something to honor him. He was a good dad, and he left a legacy behind him. So I want to honor all fathers, not just my father. Happy Father's Day out there. And I just wanted to let you know that I do recognize that there are good fathers out there. So happy Father's Day. To all my sons, happy Father's Day. To my brothers-in-law, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of you out there.
Yeah, to the uncles, the stepdads, the big brothers, everybody who played that role, because it's important. It's so important. People think you don't need one. Oh, you need one.
Yeah. So we want to talk next about something else that's coming up in the organization. What would that be, Shani?
Could it be this luxurious retreat that's happening in October 9th through 12th? Could it be that?
Not that far.
Not that.
We're going out of country.
At this point, I think you should have a second residence for sure. For sure, right? If you're out there and you agree, can you go ahead and say something in the chat, please?
Ask them again, Shani.
How many times have you been there?
I was talking, so ask them again to chime in.
If you're out there and you're wondering why, what is Miss Barbara doing on the continent of Africa, and you think that she should get another residence there, put something in the chat, please. Because then I'm just going to stay there.
I know, I want to stop by Uganda for real. Actually, that's a great comment, Torian. Let's talk about that for a second. What was the $1 trillion number of gold they found in Uganda? Trillions, like $300 trillion, 300 trillion pounds, 300 trillion pounds. I think that's the number. Somebody Google search it real quick for me. 201 trillion. Thanks, Torian. 201 trillion pounds of gold just discovered in Uganda. Well, my girl is
Miss Benita
Bagari.
Yes. Love her. Love her.
The owner and founder of a mining company in oil and gas, Albertine Oil and Gas. That's right, girlfriend. I'm shouting you out on the Empowering You show. They just found this gold. Now let's see. 200 million. And it's what $100 trillion worth is what I was trying to get to. 201 million pounds of gold. Wow. Now, guess who, what continent, what country is trying to get all in?
Well, I'm guessing it's not Africa.
Right. Who's trying to get all in? And what are they going to do, and to what extent? Let's not go there, because it's gonna turn into an ugly show, and I ain't trying to go ugly. That's
you don't
right.
Get ugly.
USA is trying to get in on it, of course, but I'm not trying to be banned off the show. So anyway, my girl Benita Bagari is.
We have to have her back on the show.
Yes, we do. I already asked her to be back on the show. I asked her to come on Black Business Expo USA to talk about what's going on over there. Yeah, but yes, I have a connect in the country of Uganda. So
of course you do. And country of Kenya. So
I'm representing Uganda today.
I'm representing Kenya.
Yeah. Anyway, going to Kenya again in July, and to speak to subject matter experts, to speak at the business summit for SMEs on business here in the United States, and attempting to couple business owners here with business owners there. And that's the convention I've been asked to speak at. In addition to that,
with who? Who are you speaking with?
With the honorable, incredible coach. He told me don't call him coach. He said he's my brother because Queen Agnes is his mother. So, so that would be Dr. Ruben West. Dr. Ruben West is the host, and Les Brown and Dr. George Fraser on the same stage. I have always wanted to be on stage with Les Brown. As a matter of fact, you know that Law of attraction. Speak things as though they are not. Speak things that are not as though they are. Let me get that right. Speak things that are not as though they are. And we are already at the top of the hour. So let us take a break. Yes. But before we do, we want to talk to you about these authors, brand new authors. They are going to be phenomenal in this book. Take a look. Who's on the list? I am a child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know. There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out. Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box. I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people. Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kinston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.
time, I'm just like, rock the box.
Betty said, that's right. You are so inspiring. Thank you, Betty. Rock the box. That's Shani's favorite part of the whole video. Rock. And I don't even know how I did that. But anyway, back to the show. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. This is the Empowering You Show with Shani Smith and Barbara Smith. No, we are not blood sisters, but we are sisters for sure. Trust and believe that. Shani, when you're taking a look back for a minute, that's so powerful. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. But let's take a look back. I mean, we're in June, getting ready to go into July. What is this? The 15th, 16th of the month.
Yes, 16th. Mm-hmm.
And half the year is gone. Let's reflect for a moment. January. Where were we? What were we doing?
It's funny because when you even look back, sometimes just a week is a drastic change. But if you're talking about going back 6 months ago, that only God could do what has happened. That's all I can say. Only God could do what has happened in the last 6 months. We have had to switch gears and switch up because he just continues to surprise us with different types of blessings and opportunities that no one could have predicted. Right. So like when I talk about like enjoying the journey, the highs and lows, and just roll with it, you know, put your seatbelt on and just go with it. Because you know, at the end, you know it's gonna come out for your good. All things are always working for your good. But oh my gosh, the vision has grown. Here you are. Matter of fact, 6 months later, this will be your second time going back to Kenya this year. This year. Yeah. Like, you know, my life has changed. Your life has, everything has just totally changed. And it's all about really just appreciating it. And, you know, the things that you want to say, why is this happening to me? Why me? No, it's why not you? Right.
Yeah, 6 months ago, we didn't have the size of team we have now. No. 6 months ago, I was not planning to go to Nairobi again. Twice. Right. 6 months ago, because I remember wanting to go to Africa once. My son said, "We get back, he going. It will change your life forever." There are so many fallacies, so many lies that have been told to us as African Americans. And so many people don't want to recognize that they have African heritage. So many people. I'm not from Africa. Why I need to go to Africa? Let me tell you something. Stay stuck. Because until you know your history, you really can't go forward. Until you know who you were before, you really can't go forward. Because people have told us that our history starts at slavery. It does not. Right. It's a part of our history, but it is not where our history started. And when you understand that our ancestors were engineers, mathematicians, kings, queens, princes, that they were attorneys, that they were business people, did commerce, right, then maybe, just maybe, it would be time for us to stop killing us. Maybe. Because when you don't know that you should be walking around with your head up and not your pants down.
Say it again for the people in the back, please.
When you don't know that you should be walking with your head held high, your head up, and not your pants down, then you have missed the mark. Mm-hmm. We have to change our narrative. Exactly. There's no white horse coming for us. Ooh, she got on that boat. She got on that.
And but it has nothing to do with the fact that Juneteenth is this weekend too, right?
Oh. Yeah, that part. It was Tori would say that.
You know, that little 2-year delay, 2.5-year delay that you forgot to say. Oh, by the way.
Yeah. So it's so important for us to really recognize and teach our children who we are as a generation, as a nation, as a culture, and stop believing the hype. Stop believing the narrative that has been sold to us, hook, line, and sinker. This is the information age, for crying out loud. You can Google anything and find the truth. Now, there's a bunch of lies out there. Don't get it twisted.
Listen, with technology, you don't even have to read it. It will read it to you. Come on, people. What are you doing? Get the microphone and say, where, tell me the truth here. Come on. You have more information than you ever had access to before.
Ever.
Yet, many people, I will not accept that as my story, but many people are more ignorant than they've ever been before.
They are. All right. So we're off that soapbox now.
Yes, let that go. If you're looking for a way to get what I just had over the weekend, just a chance to regroup, recalibrate, get back on track. Sure, I say go and grab this book, Speech Coach Training Strategies to Discover Your Passion. But I also say just take a minute, one for one. And I'm not just saying this because I absolutely love Barbara to death. This book is such an easy read. You can have this done by the weekend and get yourself on track. But why don't you treat yourself? Ladies out there, treat yourself.
Calling all ladies.
Calling all ladies. Listen, we have a retreat coming up in October 9th through 12th. Sisters empower sisters to advance. This is no competition. This is we take each other together. This is uplifting. This is a chance to say, I know what you're going through as a mom. I know what you're going through as a business owner. I know what you're going through. Let's glean from each other. This is the empowerment event of the year.
Yes.
Of the year. It's going to excite you. It's going to motivate you. And you're going to move into action.
And in a different way.
In a very different way.
Because
why? Because it's beachfront?
No, because we're going to teach you how to treat you.
It is.
We're going to teach you how to treat you. And it's luxury. I mean, it's power packed, all inclusive. You forgot to tell that part. It's all inclusive. If you're interested in coming, please reach out to us at support. You got that, Mark? Support at BarbaraHSmith.com. The support at BarbaraHSmith.com. Get all the information for the luxury retreat. What is luxury about it? First of all, the hotel is beachfront. When you go and pull back your curtain, you are looking at the beach.
Okay.
The hotel lobby is on the beach.
Not off the beach, not up the street.
On the beach. Not across the street, walk down the path around the corner and you see the beach. You're right on the beach. You also have spa treatments, a full-on dinner, and probably my favorite part is having the empowerment duo. Brian K. McNeil and Lisa Santiago McNeil going to train us on how to sell our products, services, and goods like nothing you've ever seen before. And then my second favorite part is Holly B of Holly B and Partners, a full-on photo shoot. When I say full-on, she has a team that's going to take each one of us, 20 ladies. It's limited in luxury.
I love that. I like the little sass with it too.
Limited in luxury, 20 ladies only. When it fills, it is over. Like the book anthology.
Right.
When 10,
don't miss out.
I mean what I mean. When I say 10, I meant 10. When I say 20, I mean 20. Mm-hmm. So when 20 ladies sign up, we're at 17. We're down to 17 available slots right now as of this week. And we're not even close to October. So what that tells me, again, working the numbers, is that by August, it's going to be full.
Exactly.
So get in where you fit in. The Holly Bird and her associates are going to do full-on wardrobe, makeup, hair, and then after all dolled up, you're going to have a professional photo shoot with edited copies that you can take with you to market and brand. Baby, the photo shoot by itself.
Look, the training by itself. This is your opportunity. Now, I know, fellas, you're thinking, but what about us? Well, what you can do is you can be a sponsor.
How about that?
You can join the other sponsors that we have. Can I take a minute to just say
who our sponsors? Go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. Well, we have All About Events from the lovely Ella House. We have the Empowerment Duo, Lisa Santiago McNeil and Brian K. McNeil. We have me, none other than yours truly, Can Do Spice. Then we have Best Bald Shave. Ron Wilson of Best Bald Shave is going to have you looking right with the best products. Labs to Go. Cherie Owens is looking out for us here. Spill It. Wonderful game if you haven't played that, by Kristen Eglin and 2 other partners. We have Dr. Calvin White, the Charles Atwater Group. That's Michael Hitchcock is going to be taking care of it. Soulful Journey, of Gloria Henderson, who, by the way, is also an author. Tasty Chef, of Teresa Haskett, another lovely author, with our Ella House as well. And then Women Who Wow from Michelle Pippin. You can get on that list as well. We'll shout you out here on the show. You'll also be a part of a Step In and Repeat banner, among other benefits of being a sponsor. So if you can't make it for some reason, particularly if you're, not a woman, that would help, right? But call me, email me, reach out to us. You want to make sure you're a part of this one-of-a-kind event this year. I'm telling you, ladies, don't fall into that FOMO, the fear of missing out. If you're interested, contact me now at support@barbarahsmith.com.
That was a commercial break right there. That girl did that thing.
Right? I felt like I should say, and I'll see you on the other side.
Yeah, it is an amazing event. We are so excited. There are a lot of things going on in the organization. I want to thank so many people. I want to thank Shani Smith, of course, for all the behind the scenes work. You have no idea how much work she does for this organization. I really appreciate you, Shani. I want to thank my entire team, Terry, Dr. Terry James, Carl Kanakosa. I want to thank Avtab Ahmed. I want to thank all of the people who work behind the scenes to help out. I want to also thank Dr. Eric Kelly III, for without him, this show probably wouldn't have been possible. And so I want to thank him. I want to definitely not forget to thank our executive producer. That is the marvelous Mark Lee, Blues Radio. And he has several of his own shows. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, guests. Betty for being out there, Torian for being out there, and all the people who come on after the fact and watch the show. I want to thank you. Like and subscribe the YouTube channel, bit.ly/BHS YouTube. There you go, right down there. And like and subscribe, share it, like, share, and subscribe. And don't miss an episode when we have a phenomenal guest line up all the time. Today wasn't one of those days. We had some stuff that we need to get accomplished.
Yes, we have so much stuff to share. And if stay on, because the next show coming up, the Breakthrough Project with the fabulous, and I'm not just saying that because I actually really love her to death, Renee Taylor, yes. Tune into it.
Yes.
Like and subscribe to her page. Like and subscribe to this page. Don't miss out.
Yes, we have some really good information out here. And we're about empowerment. We are about lifting you up. There's enough bad news in the marketplace. There's enough bad news in the news. And we are here to lift you up and encourage you. So if you are down during the day and you're around on a Thursday, stop by the Empowering You show. We aim to empower you. And that's exactly what we do. I don't have anything else. What do you have, Shani?
I would say if you're interested in being a guest, or someone who would be perfect to be a guest on this show, please have them reach out to us at support@barbarahsmith.com. I'd love to connect with them, give them all the details, and have them on here because that's what we're about. They say if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go together. We don't have to be lonely at the top because what does Dr. Ruben West say? He's always going to take people with him.
Never gonna be lonely at the top. What do you want me to put in the chat, Tori? And what is that? You said put that. Can I put it in the chat? What are we putting in the chat?
My Cash App?
Shani said, put your Cash App. I want to say again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We still love you. I don't care if it is the 20th. The YouTube link is bit.ly. Drop that again for me, Mark. bit.ly / VHS YouTube. So we want to say thank you, fathers, for being out there and being fathers. Those of you who stepped up and be a father to your children. They need you. There's the YouTube link, bit.ly / VHS, capital letters, YouTube lowercase. It'll take you right to the YouTube channel. Share, like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Guess what time it is? It's time for you to step into your greatness because the world is waiting for you.
Thank you, everybody.
Engage, inspire, empower. That's what I help you do as a celebrity, speaker, trainer, and coach. Hi, I'm Barbara H. Smith, known as the Masterful Presenter. I am the one that can help you dig deep inside your passions and deep inside your life to get you to the place you always dreamed.
I had the pleasure of hearing Miss Barbara Holmes Smith speak today, and just from her speaking to me today, I have realized that I need to have personalized my alter ego and be able to put myself out there a lot more.
I help through speaking techniques, teaching you how to use your words and your body language to inspire people to come up higher.
Today's presentation with Ms. Barbara was just outstanding. She has really helped me with her personality, with her being so genuine and passionate about what she believes in and helping to coach, train. Her sense of humor, her energy is just incredible.
How do I do that? By coaching and speaking and training. I help you with whatever it is that you want to do next. What is your next? Are you ready to take your life, your career to the next level? I can get you there. Contact me at www.barbarahsmith.com.